NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. James White's first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march there on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. It's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to say.
There's an audible I gotta set, and I don't remember what it is. Looping gun, Poetrio. Right here. There you are.
2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. 7 yards there for the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Flush to his right.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Going on the ground, it's White.
God damn.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 44 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They imposed their will on that last drive. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, again to Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
No.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again is Newton. Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Again, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Newton throwing again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Hitting Juju on a slant.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger, and he slings one that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say not get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe allow the chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Second and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense.
And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On first and 10, Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Out of the gun, Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
God damn it.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Sutton now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the...
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run for Snell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, it's Snell again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They fake the give. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
20 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they weren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. Now here's Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson. Is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. White again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No.
Newton.
He slipped.
Throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down by 2. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And here we have just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Snell. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.